Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's upload we are going to be going over the new MK9 Bruen. The MK9 Bruen just got released about a week ago. It is a new LMG and it's actually pretty good. It's one of the better LMGs. And to unlock the MK9 Bruen, you have to do a challenge. It's not the easiest challenge, it's more of an annoying one. But since they do have the shipment playlist out, it makes it a little bit easier. And the challenge you have to do is kill 3 enemies near a smoke, and you have to do that in 15 different games. It's not like the Obsidian camo where it stacks in the game. You have to do all these in separate games, which makes it annoying. After I unlocked the MK9 Bruen, I went ahead and did some testing for it. And I didn't go too in-depth with the weapon. I just did the basic knowledge that everyone should know while they're using this weapon. And that is the shots to kill and the amount of damage you're putting out each range, and the recoil pattern. And after I tell you guys these stats, I will go over a couple good class setups. I got one for the shipment playlist that's out right now. I got one for just the general multiplayer and one for Warzone. But before I get farther into this video, if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel, and I upload best class setups, tips and tricks, gameplays, and pretty much anything that's going to help improve your Call of Duty skill. So if you are trying to get better at the game, I highly recommend you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to get notified whenever I upload and start my streams, make sure you ring that bell icon. And if you guys could leave an early like on the video, that would help out tremendously just because of the YouTube algorithm. So a like would be very appreciated. But anyways, let's get right into this video. So to start the stats portion off, the MK9 Bruen's base range is going to be 41 meters and below. At the base range, it is going to do 31 damage. In the chest it's going to do 34, and in the head it's going to do 46. And if you guys did not know, if you shoot someone in the chest or the head, there is a multiplier to it. So there's always a base damage on the weapon, and then depending if you hit them on the chest or the head, it's going to multiply those numbers. So the minimum damage that you're going to be doing with the MK9, no matter if you hit them in the stomach or the toe or the leg, it's always going to be at least 31. And just its base range, which is under 41 meters. The shots to kill is going to be 4. And then if you hit them in the chest, it is going to be 3, and if you hit them in the head, it's going to be 3. And now over to the medium range for this weapon, which is 41 meters to 56 meters. The base damage is going to be 28, in the chest it's going to be 30, and the head is going to be 46. These shots to kill at the base range is going to be 4, in the chest it's going to be 4, and in the head it's going to be 3. And now moving on to the long range, which is 56 meters and up. The base damage you are going to be putting out is 22. In the chest it's going to be 24, and the head it's going to be 33. The base shots to kill is going to be 5, and in the chest it's going to be 5, and the head it's going to be 4. And for my hardcore players, based on this damage, this gun is always going to be a one-shot, one-kill in hardcore. Unless you're shooting them like way across the map and through a couple walls, then it won't be a one-shot. But in that general long range, it is always going to be a one-shot, one-kill, making this weapon be a very viable weapon in hardcore. And now over to the Warzone stats. And in Warzone, if you have max health, which is the max health plus 3 armor plates, that is going to be a total health of 250. So under 41 meters, the base shots to kill is going to be 9. In the chest, it's going to be 8. And the head is going to be 6. From 41 meters to 56 meters, the shots to kill on the base is going to be 9. In the chest, it's going to be 9. And the head is going to be 6. And 56 meters plus, the shots to kill on the base is going to be 12. In the chest, it's going to be 11. And the head, it's going to be 8. And just so you guys know, this isn't like the best gun in Warzone. It's an LMG. Usually LMGs aren't the best in Warzone, but it's still a very viable weapon. But if you're trying to use the best weapons, make sure you click that link above me, and then you'll get a list of the top 10 best weapons in Warzone. And now I'm going to be showing you guys the recoil patterns for the MK9 Bruen. So guys, these shots on the left, this is me not controlling the recoil and just letting it go up. And it's actually pretty straight. Looks like it goes a little bit diagonal to the left, but overall this looks like it's very easy to control. And the shots to the right is when I tried to control the recoil. As you can see, I kept it pretty clustered, and all I did was pull down on the right stick. I didn't pull diagonal, I just went straight down. So the recoil on this weapon is actually really easy to control, which is always a nice thing. And just so you guys know, this is just the base weapon, no attachments on it. And now I'm going to be showing you guys some good class setups for this weapon. One for just the regular multiplayer, one for the shipment playlist, and one for Warzone. And something I wanted to let you guys know, if you want to level this gun up in like 5 games, CoD players only want one thing. This is a 10v10 on shipment. It's super chaotic. Since this is a 10v10 shipment playlist, you can drop an easy 100 kills. Even the worst players could probably drop 100. It's honestly not too hard. But one thing that not too many people know, if you go over to the quick play and you go over to filter, you go to hardcore, they do have this playlist in the hardcore section. And since this gun is a one-shot, one-kill in hardcore, this playlist is perfect for the MK9 Bruen. When I was playing this playlist, I literally got the gun maxed out in 5 games, not even lying. 5 games, that's all it takes to get this gun maxed out. This playlist is insane. I don't know how long they're going to be keeping it. Last time they had this playlist out, it was only for a day. So hopefully when you guys are watching this, this playlist is still out, so you guys can do it. If this playlist isn't out, I would just play the hardcore 10v10. This has been here for a while. Okay guys, this is the first class setup, and this is just if you're playing the regular multiplayer. For the muzzle, I throw on the monolithic suppressor just to give me more damage range and sound suppression. The iron sights aren't the best on this weapon, so that's why I like to run the GI Mini Reflex, and which sight doesn't really matter too much. I just prefer the GI Mini Reflex, but whichever one you prefer I would use. For the stock, I throw on the no stock. It's going to give me movement speed and ADS speed, which is always a nice thing. For the rear grip, I do stipple grip tape just to increase my sprint to fire speed and my ADS speed. And for the ammunition, this attachment is insane. This is the best attachment I've ever seen in any CoD. And as you guys can see, it is a 60 round mag. This gun starts at 100 rounds, so this attachment actually takes away 40 bullets, but you still have 60 bullets, which is more than enough to kill someone, especially when you're playing hardcore. So when you throw on the 60 round mag, you're getting an increase to your ADS speed, your sprint to fire speed, which are the two most important things. You're getting an increase to your movement speed, and a detachable magazine, which makes the reload speed on this super quick. And all you're losing is 40 rounds, so this is the best attachment for this gun. For the secondary, I did the renetii. I'm not going to go over the loadout for it. If you do want a loadout, click the link above me right now. And I got a really good loadout for the renetii. For the perks, I do EOD to protect me from the explosives, Ghost so I stay off the radar, and Amp so I can throw my C4s and switch to my renetii a little bit faster. For the lethal, I do C4. This is probably the best lethal in the game just because of how aggressive you can be with it. And for the tactical, I do stim in case I get into like a sticky situation. And now over to the shipment class. And before I show you guys, this is the most toxic class in the game. This class pisses people off. I feel bad for using it. This is just literally the best class that you can use, but I'm warning you guys, you will get tons of hate in lobbies if you use this. Here's the class, guys. Just from the looks of it, you can tell it's super toxic because of this guy. And now for the attachments, I based all these attachments off if you're playing hardcore because this gun is super good in the hardcore shipment, so I based this off the hardcore. For the laser, I throw in the 5MW laser, and this will increase my sprint to fire speed and my hip fire accuracy. If you're playing hardcore shipment, I highly recommend just the hip fire. You can aim in sometimes, but just mainly hip fire and you'll get way more kills. For the stock, I do no stock just to give me more mobility and ADS speed. And for the rear grip, I do stippled grip tape, so I have an increase in my ADS and my sprint to fire speed. If there's any attachments that increases your sprint to fire speed, you usually want to throw that on just because of how crucial sprint to fire speed is in this game. For the ammunition, I do a 200 round belt. This is just so I don't have to worry about reloading and I can just spawn trap the enemies for as long as possible. And for the underbarrel, I do the Merc foregrip just to increase my hip fire accuracy and give me some recoil control. Since I am using the iron sights, so it kind of bounces around a little bit. Having that Merc foregrip compensates for not having an optic. You could also switch it for the commando just to improve the stabilization, but I just prefer the Merc. For the secondary, I do the riot shield to protect my back. For the perks, I do EOD so I don't have to worry about explosives. Then overkill so I can have the riot shield. And then battle hardened so it protects me from all the stuns and the flashes. For the lethals, I do C4. And then for the tacticals, I do flash grenade. The thing I like to do is to throw flashes into their spawn and then I'll rush them and then I can start spawn trapping. Now over to the best Warzone class for the MK9 Bruen. So the attachments I like to use on it is the monolithic suppressor just to give me sound suppression and damage range, which are two key things in Warzone. For the barrel, I do the XRK Summit 26.8 inch. That's going to increase my damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. And for the underbarrel, I do the commando foregrip. For the ammunition, I do a 60 round mag. I was thinking about doing the 200 round belt, but I just felt so clunky when I was using it. But when I switched over to the 60 round mag, I still had enough ammo to be able to wipe a whole team and not really have to worry about reloading. And when I do have to reload, I can reload in literally 2 seconds. And I could be more aggressive since I didn't feel so clunky. And for the rear grip, I do a stippled grip tape just so I can build the ADS a little faster and have the sprint to fire speed. So as you guys can see, I pretty much built this to be an AR, but in an LMG form, making it pretty good. I still prefer to use the GRA, but this gun is a very viable weapon if you want to use it in Warzone. And for the secondary, I do the RPG just because of how OP they are. For the perks, I do EOD to protect me from my own RPGs and other people's RPGs. Then I do Ghost to stay off the radar. And I do Amp so I can reload my RPG faster and throw my C4 out faster. And my lethal is C4 so I can take care of the vehicles. And for the tactical, I do the OP heartbeat sensor. And that's going to wrap it up for the MK9 Bruen guide. If you guys did enjoy this video, please let me know down in the comments. I reply to everyone. And if you want to help me out, make sure you hit that like button. And even better, hit that red subscribe button. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.